Thanks to countless hours of hard work, adaptations, and a whole lot of heart, the Toledo Ballet is not letting COVID-19 stop a timeless holiday tradition. Christina, after more than 8 hours of investigating evidence linked to the shooting, Toledo police have now cleared the scene. But this is what we know so far. At around 8:30 this morning, 2 people living here at the apartment complex called 911 to report a man screaming in the parking lot. Individuals I spoke with on the scene say demolition crews will be in action in the next few days to take down what's left of the building behind me. Christina, I spoke with neighbors who said they heard gunshots at 12:30 this morning. After days of watching votes come in, supporters of Joe Biden say they are relieved and ready to start a new chapter. Yeah, Lee, I spoke with Dennis Miller today, who said he had reached out to Kroger and the property owner here, just trying to get answers, all with no success. But that changed tonight.
There's no street lights, there's no traffic lights, there's homeless people, transients walking through, all kinds of people just wandering, up and down these sidewalks. Somebody's gonna get run over in the dark.
13 ABC shot this video last night. Several lights at the strip mall's entrance and Kroger store parking lot out.
There's 3 lights coming in, there's these 4 lights over here. They haven't been on in years. Not a light.
Dennis Miller lives across the street, telling us without light, the feeling of security is lost.
Just a lot of racing through the parking lot, they don't slow down, there's no courtesy anymore. There's a lot of people that come to this Kroger's all night long.
For over a year, Miller was on a mission to get the lights back on, telling us he contacted Kroger locally and management at its headquarters, as well as the property owners of Northtown Commons, with no luck.
Kroger's, if it's their fault, then fix it. If it's somebody else's fault, whoever's fault it is, fix it. It don't take that much to do.
According to the Lucas County Auditor's website, Kroger owns the property that houses the non-working lights. I reached out to Kroger officials today to address Miller's concern, who told me, quote, "Kroger is committed to providing our associates and customers with a safe place to work and shop. We have electricians on site today, and we will fix the lights as soon as possible." And Kroger stayed true to its word. As you can see, the lights are now back on here in the parking lot behind me. And I spoke to Dennis Miller after the lights came on, and he says he's beyond thankful and grateful that his problem is now resolved.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Shots fired. Go.
And all of a sudden, I heard 5 shots. And then there was a pause, and then I heard another 5 shots.
Resident Elizabeth Mansfield was getting ready for work this morning when she heard bullets fly and police officers surrounding her building.
But in just moments, the police were coming, they were jumping out of their car, they had their guns drawn, they had ran around the side of the building, they were just communicating with one another, and they had the situation under control in a very quick manner.
3 Toledo police officers were responding to reports of a man screaming in the parking lot. Police say when officers arrived, the suspect was near the entrance of the building with a gun in his hand.
When an officer arrived on scene, the male immediately addressed the police car and shot at the officer. The police car was struck. Thankfully, the officer was not.
Officers took cover, and one officer fired back as the suspect ran inside the apartment building and started shooting again before running out the back entrance.
The male then exited the building again, and this is where we're still working on putting all the pieces together. More shots were fired, and the suspect was taken into custody, and he's at a local hospital.
Officers found the suspect's child inside the apartment unharmed. A motive for the shooting is unclear. A spokesperson for the police department says no officers or residents were hurt.
I feel safe being a resident here. These incidents can happen anywhere. We just have to be realistic about this.
13 ABC's Jack Bassett has a story of how a community is making what could be her last Christmas special.
Mandy Wexler is a wife, a mother, a daughter, and a Christmas fanatic. And she is not letting her cancer diagnosis stop her from celebrating the holiday season.
She wakes up every day saying, "Is it Christmas yet, Mom?" And I said, "No, not yet. We still have so many days."
It means a lot to her. We have a lot of Christmas decorations that we get every year to go all out for Christmas every year.
Toledo native Mandy Wexler truly believes Christmas is the most wonderful time of the year. But this year, celebrating the holiday is a lot different for her and her family.
It's been a rough 2 years. You don't ever want to see your child hurt where you can't do anything for them.
Mandy has been battling breast cancer since 2019, and this year the disease spread into her brain and lungs.
Yeah. It hasn't been particularly going that good lately.
Mandy is now bedridden most days, surrounded by her husband, mom, and 2 kids. Mandy's favorite holiday tradition is looking at lights, so her aunt decided to bring the sights and sounds to her.
She's invited everybody, that there's anybody who wants to come and join them, decorate their cars with Christmas decorations, lights, whatever, and they're going to parade around the block so that Mandy can have her own personal lights before Christmas.
And that's just what they did. A fleet of cars decked out in lights circled the neighborhood, ending right outside Mandy's bedroom window.
I've seen all of this stuff on TV, like having it happen, but having it happen like right in front of you, that's just the next best thing.
Loved ones are hoping the gesture can inspire Mandy to keep up her fight.
She has not given up, that's one thing. She said, Mom, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to fight this, and I got to see my kids.
Reporting in Toledo, Jack Bassett, 13 ABC, Action News.